guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am, sorry, it was a requested video for me to show you where I store all this food from my grocery haul, because if you are new here and you just so happen to come across a video, hello. If you haven't and you're just revisiting and you're thinking the same thing, like, where does she store all this food from these grocery hauls that she do? Of course, if you've seen my grocery hauls for the last 2 years, they pretty much are consistent. Besides just how we shop, we went from I told you that we were all over the place before I got more consistent. I would go to the grocery store like every day and get what I was going to make, along with spending so much money because I would buy just extra stuff that I seen. Oh, this is on sale. Oh, I like this. Oh, let's try this. Let's do this. So it became so expensive. And I decided to do a 2-week grocery haul, to where we would go every 2 weeks. And in that second week, I would just buy, like, fill in things, maybe like some fresh fruits, and dairy if I needed, cheese or something like that. But most of the time, we would always make it from every 2-week periods. Yes, I've never really done a monthly grocery haul because it just doesn't work for our family, because we are a large family and we eat a variety of things. I cook a variety of things, so that would be pretty much extremely expensive to, I don't even know, it would just be extremely expensive. So it just works out better for us to do that. Plus I do most of my vegetables that I do are fresh vegetables, so I have to cook them within that week, going into the second week before I have to purchase any more. So that's why I shop the way I do. But for the things that has to be stored in a dry place, I have a walk-in pantry, and then I also have a large chest freezer. We have 2 freezers, but I have a small chest freezer that I'm not really using right now. We cleaned that out back in the summer and my husband unplugged it. We just felt the need to just use one. And of course we have a side-by-side refrigerator and freezer, so I store other things in there. So I'm going to show you the things that but first I wanted to say that it worked out perfect because I needed to clean out my pantry anyway. So I'm going to show you a before, and then I'm going to show you an after, and I'll show you a before for the freezer and then a after for the freezer as well, because I'm going to actually do both. I'm going to clean out the freezer and the refrigerator. I mean freezer and the pantry. So yeah, so this is how I store all the food for my large family of 11. I wanted to warn you guys, warning, this is going to look terrible. Yes, because yeah, it's going to be terrible. But it won't be terrible after we clean it up. We typically always, every week, we have to straighten up our pantry, because this is Tuesday and I went grocery shopping on Sunday after church. So in the hustle and bustle of putting up the groceries and making lunch and making dinner and stuff, things just get kind of crazy, because I also store my paper products in here as well. So yeah, so just trigger warning. If you are not a type that likes a mess, you probably want to skip this portion of the video because it's a hot mess. Yeah, the broom and dustpan is not supposed to go in here. We do store, of course, trash bags and oil and everything, but this is my pantry. It has 3 shelves, and it is a hot mess. Yes, looks terrible, but it won't look terrible for long. Now I'm going to take you out to my garage and show you my chest freezer. Now it's a hot mess as well, but it's not as bad as that. And that is just where the kids are not supposed to just leave drinks and stuff just thrown everywhere. But anyway, I'm going to show you. Sorry, the glare. I'm going to show you guys how this freezer looks. Okay, so this is my chest freezer. It is full from top to bottom, but it needs to be reorganized and cleaned out, just to get rid of like bags on meats and things that have been down there for about a year, which is some turkeys and maybe a couple other things, maybe some ice cream and stuff that has lost its way in the bottom. Then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. That has been down there longer than 6 months. And then what I do like about this, it's an old chest freezer. We've had it for a couple of years. It was actually given to us by a family member. They had it because we had this small one, and we were actually looking for another one. And it was during the pandemic when it first started. We were buying up every chance we could get, y'all. We were buying up meats and buying up everything to store in our freezer and refrigerator that we could not store. We just kept buying, so we were looking, and then of course there were none in stock because everybody was thinking of the same thing. So this, we ended up getting it some months later, and so it just worked out good. But I do have another one over here that is not in use right now. But it just gives you a food storage guide for temperatures. So remember a couple of weeks ago, if you watched that video when the hurricane came through and we lost power for 2.5 days, this freezer, of course, survived. We pretty much pulled everything that didn't go bad, threw it in here, and my husband had, of course, we had a small generator, and that was able to be kept. Plus, as long as you keep these large chest freezers closed for 48 hours, your food will be safe. So it was just at that. So we thank God for that. But I like the fact that you can just, different things that you can't, you know how long it can be stored, to where if you have not used it, you know you need to let it go. Donate it, cook it, do something, because you don't want good food to go to waste. And I typically don't have food go to waste, but I will say the turkeys, well, that's a duck. The turkey on here somewhere. There it goes. Turkey, 5 to 7 months. And like I said, it's in the 12 month because we are coming up to Thanksgiving, and we bought those turkeys last year because my husband always does that. He always buys 5 or 6 turkeys. And we never really eat them because we go out of town for Thanksgiving. And excuse my garage too. We go out of town for Thanksgiving to my parents' house, and my mom prepares everything. So yeah. So I typically always do I do a boneless turkey breast. Well, it's not boneless. It has a little bone in it, but I do a turkey breast for Christmas, and I also just may roast a turkey before Thanksgiving and just record, just to give you guys some ideas of some turkey recipes. But like I said, those turkeys got to go. They're expired, I'm sure. Well, I'm gonna look at the date, and if they're not expired, then I'll go ahead and use it, but I can't use 3 turkeys. So I'm going to try to see if they are still some good. I'm going to definitely donate them and give them to someone that can use them. That could be, save some money. Don't go buy a turkey for Thanksgiving, because here's a free one. So yeah. So I'm going to clean this out, and some of the kids will help me. So because this is the way that I do things around my house. Me and my husband, we have set in stone since our kids were old enough to start doing things. We have always separated and gave them chores and gave them responsibilities. I do not do everything by myself. So everybody has a zone anyway. So at night, after dinner, we have one that does dishes, one that does the table, one that does the floors, one that does the living room, one that does the sunroom, and one that makes sure that there's nothing in the dining room. Before everybody goes to bed. And so I just pretty much, that's how we do when we clean up. One will do the stairs, one will do the dining room, sweeping the floors, and I typically mop the whole downstairs myself because I enjoy mopping. I know that probably sounds crazy, but I love to mop, y'all. I mop 3 times a week, which I have to because my large family, but even if I didn't, I love mopping. I love cleaning in general, so that's just how I am. Cleaning and cooking. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys. This was what this was the before, and I'll show you guys the after. I wanted to say this is Miracles talking, but if you stay tuned to the end of this video, which I hope you do, I have a white chicken chili recipe and a sweet treat that I will be sharing in this video as well. Let's get started. Doing it all by myself. I was gonna get the kids to help me, and they had been anticipating on helping me, but I just came out here while everybody was in their own little space after schoolwork. I'm gonna show you. I've got all the meat out. I got a pile of what's still good, and got these 2 turkeys down here. I cannot find a expiration date on them at all. And then I have a pile of trash. So I'm gonna talk with my husband and see what he thinks, but I don't want to throw something away that's not bad, but it is saying what, 5 to 7 months keep, and it has been right at a year because we're going into November. So I'm going to show you how everything looks out, and then I'll show you how everything comes together put in. So this is everything out. I could not take that big brisket out, and I left, of course, ice cream in because I didn't want that to melt. I got all my fries piled up right here. They're not staying here, but I just wanted to move them out the way. All my boxed foods that could not go in my refrigerator, freezer right here. This is all the box stuff. This is all of the trash stuff, like some frozen corn, some old stuff that's been down there seemed like forever, which it hasn't, just last year. And then this is all of the stuff that is some good, all of the new stuff, piles and piles. And those are the 2 turkeys. I'm trying to see, like, you see how cheap the turkeys were? $4.75. So this is, watch out please, sir. This is all of the meats, shrimp, chicken, all of that, just piled high, and I'm gonna organize it, and then I'll show you guys how everything turns out, because it is cold. It is so cold in this freezer, but I'm so glad I went on and done it because it needed to be done. So got the chicken in. The boys are helping me. It's 12 packs of chicken that we had stacked up. This is mainly, I think, 1 pack of legs, and the rest is boneless, skinless chicken breast, stacked all the way up from the bottom to the top. Now we're going to work on, and I have packs of, and I'll show you when I get in my house, but I have, I think, 4 or 5 other big packs a chicken breast, boneless, skinless breast. So I'll keep that in there and I'll use that up. But right here, this is all the chicken. So we're gonna get the beef in. Guys, so here we go. We are done. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till my husband gets home and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with these turkeys. But yeah, so I got everything in there. Got chicken, got all the fries, got the vegetables. I had like a pack of two different types of vegetables that went in there. So yeah, but most of my vegetables I keep, of course, I buy them fresh and use them through the week. And then I buy some canned goods and use those as well. But mainly just fresh and frozen vegetables. That just works better for me. So yeah, it works good for our family. So this is it. It finally got cleaned out. Just not even 20 minutes ago, I couldn't even put anything else in here. Now I can load it up, and that's what I'm gonna do. I tried to count all my beef. I had a total of 4 roast, 2 packs of pork chops, and 2 New York strips that's out here. And I've got 2 packs of New York strips in my refrigerator / freezer, and I'll show those to you guys in a minute. 2 packs of ribeyes, and then of course 2 cowboy ribeyes. But that's all the beef that I have. I had 1 big large thing of stew beef that's under here. Yeah, it's under there. So yeah, and then this big thing is my mom's famous cornbread dressing, and I'm gonna use that the closer it gets to Thanksgiving. So yeah, so that is the finished product. Pantry and Freezer Clean out. So I wanted to show you guys how things were looking right here. I need to take those onion rings and all the other stuff out there, but that's just more chicken, because that's pretty much all we eat is chicken and beef. And we do eat some pork, of course, sausage and bacon and stuff like that. But I keep that stuff in my refrigerator, and we're not even going in the refrigerator at all because it's a hot mess. But yeah, so, and I got me a caffeine-free Pepsi and got my husband a Coke for our dinner. But yeah, so got a couple of roast in there, a couple of packs of ground beef, and some New York strip steaks. And like I said, I've got 4 packs of boneless, skinless breast. So yeah, so that is where I store all my food for my large family. Hey guys, so now it is white chicken chili time. Yes, so what you see me doing right now is just dicing up my boneless, skinless chicken breast that I'm just going to throw in the Instapot. I'm going to actually throw everything in the Instapot. That's just how easy it is. You can do this recipe on the stove or the crock pot, just whatever makes you happy, whatever works for you. I have all my spices and of course all my beans and stuff that I will show you once I'm done dicing up all my chicken and my veggies. But yeah, so that's what's going down right now. So I hope you guys sit and watch and enjoy. guys, so now it is time to get this white chicken chili on. We have baked the cake. I'll ice in the cake in a minute, but I wanted to show you the ingredients that you would need for this particular recipe. This is my own recipe. I did not get it from Pinterest or anywhere. This is just what I come up with. So right here I have black beans, navy beans, chili beans, well, red kidney beans, and pinto beans in chili sauce. And I just drained and rinsed all of them. Pretty fall colors. And of course I use 6 cans of beans, 2 black beans, 2 navy beans, 1 kidney, and 1 pinto. I have a thing of frozen corn. I have 1 orange bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper, and 1 yellow onion, large yellow onion. I have diced up my chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast. You can use ground chicken if you want. I have a mild chili seasoning pack. And then here are my spices. I have brown sugar, paprika, garlic powder, cinnamon, onion powder, black pepper, dried cilantro, and chicken bouillon seasoning. And then of course I have 1 block of softened cream cheese and 2 mild diced diced tomatoes with green chilies. And I'm gonna add some water in there, and that is it. And I'm gonna cook it into my Instant Pot on 18 minutes, and I'm gonna be feeding my family. I have made some cornbread. You saw me make the cake, and then I have some fixings to go with it, some fresh cilantro, some cheese, sour cream, lime, red onion, and tomato to go on top. And then we'll have it with some tortilla chips. But yeah, I'm gonna get this dinner on. Okay guys, so thank you guys so much for watching this video with me organizing and cleaning out my freezer and my pantry. Yes, got it done and giving you 2 fall recipes, pumpkin cake and white chicken chili. I will see you guys in another video. Bye.